Detailed step-by-step brake disc installation guide, pre-installation preparation gathering tools and safety measures. Before beginning the installation process, ensure you have all necessary tools. Typically, this includes a jack and jack stands, a lug wrench, a socket and ratchet set, a C-clamp or brake caliper tool, and possibly a torque wrench. Safety equipment like gloves and safety glasses should also be used to protect yourself against debris and injury. Vehicle preparation. Park your vehicle on a level surface, engage the parking brake, and place wheel chocks around the wheels that won't be lifted. This will prevent the vehicle from moving during the installation process. Step 1. Removing the old brake discs, wheel removal. Loosen the wheel nuts. Then, using the jack, lift the vehicle until the wheel is off the ground and secure it with a jack stand. Completely remove the nuts and then the wheel to expose the brake assembly. Step 2. Caliper and brake pads removal. The brake caliper encases the brake disc and needs to be carefully removed. Locate the caliper bolts and remove them using the socket and ratchet set. Once loose, gently slide the caliper off the disc. Secure the caliper with a wire or rope to avoid straining the brake hose. Next, remove the brake pads from the caliper bracket. Step 3. Removing the caliper bracket and brake disc. Remove the bolts holding the caliper bracket and set the bracket aside. The brake disc may now be ready to remove. In some cases, the disc might be secured with additional fasteners. If the disc does not slide off easily, it may be necessary to gently tap it with a rubber mallet. Installing new brake discs. Step 1. Preparing the new disc. Before installation, clean the new brake disc with brake cleaner to remove any protective coatings or residues. Ensure the surface where the disc will mount is also clean and free of debris. Step 2. Installing the brake disc. Slide the new brake disc onto the wheel hub. Align it properly to ensure it sits flat. If your vehicle uses retaining screws, reinstall them to secure the disc. Step 3. Reinstalling the caliper bracket and brake pads. Place the caliper bracket back into position and secure it with its bolts. Apply a thin layer of brake grease on the back of the brake pads, avoid the friction material, and place them in the caliper bracket. Step 4. Compressing the caliper piston and reinstallation. Using a C-clamp or brake caliper tool, compress the caliper piston back into the caliper. This step is necessary to fit the caliper over the new, thicker brake disc. Once compressed, carefully position the caliper over the new brake pads and disc and secure it with its bolts. Final steps and testing. Step 1. Reinstalling the wheel. Put the wheel back onto the hub, screwing the wheel nuts on by hand. Lower the vehicle back to the ground using the jack and then tighten. Step 2. Testing and alignment checks. Before driving, press the brake pedal several times to ensure the brake pads are properly seated against the disc. Check for any unusual noises or resistance. It's also advisable to perform a few low-speed stops to ensure everything is working correctly. Step 3. Torque specifications and final checks. Consult your vehicle's service manual for the correct torque specifications for caliper bolts and wheel nuts. Using a torque wrench, ensure that all bolts are tightened to these specifications. Double-check all components for proper alignment and secure fitting. Brake disc maintenance. Best practices. Regular inspections, cleaning, and understanding when to replace worn components are all part of effective brake disc maintenance. This section covers the best practices for keeping your brake discs in top condition. Routine inspection and cleaning guidelines. Regular inspections. Conduct routine inspections of your brake discs. This can be done during tire rotations, oil changes, or at specific intervals recommended by your vehicle's manufacturer. Look for signs of wear such as scoring, cracks, or significant rusting. Cleaning brake discs can accumulate dust and debris, which can affect braking performance. Clean the discs using a brake cleaner spray. Apply the spray liberally to the disc surface and wipe away any dirt or residue with a clean cloth. Ensure the cleaner has completely evaporated before driving. Identifying wear and tear signs of wear. Common indicators of wear include a decrease in braking performance, unusual noises during braking, and visible grooves or scoring on the disc surface. If the disc surface isn't uniformly shiny, or if there are noticeable ridges at the edges, these are signs that the discs are worn. Thickness. Check. Use a micrometer to measure the thickness of your brake discs. Compare this measurement to the minimum thickness specification provided in your vehicle's service manual. If the thickness is at or below this specification, it's time to replace the discs. Maintaining brake disc efficiency. Driving habits. Good driving habits can prolong the life of your brake discs. Avoid sudden stops and aggressive braking, as these practices can cause excessive wear. Try to brake smoothly and gradually whenever possible. Periodic checks. In addition to routine inspections, keep an eye on your braking performance. If you notice any changes, such as longer stopping distances or vibrations when braking, have your brake system checked by a professional. Brake pads. Regularly check and replace brake pads. Worn brake pads can damage brake discs. Ensure the pads are compatible with your discs and are of good quality.